Picture a brilliant spring day, a young girl basking in the sun, taking a leisurely walk in the blossoming woods. She felt the warmth of the sun rays kissing her skin, the vibrant colors of the flowers painting 1,000 pictures, and the whisper of the wind carrying the sweet melodies of nature. Life, in that moment, seemed nothing short of perfection. In this paradise she met a bird, its feathers glistening under the sunlight. It chirped a plea, "Take me home. I'll sing for you and keep you company." But the girl, content with the symphony of the woods, politely refused. She urged the bird to spread its wings and soar in the boundless sky. And so the bird fluttered away, a speck of disappointment veiling its departure. Next, an elephant lumbered her way, offering a partnership of adventure. "Take me home, beautiful lady. On my back, you can reach the highest of trees and savor the sweetest of fruits." Yet again, the girl declined. She had no need for such grandeur, she believed. The elephant, with a nod of understanding, retreated into the thicket. Then came a lion, majestic and powerful. It promised protection and companionship. "Take me home, and I will shield you from all harm." But the girl was fearless, needing no guardian. She sent the lion away, and it left, its pride slightly bruised. The girl reveled in her independence, relishing the gifts of the forest and the freedom it offered. She continued her journey, her spirit as free as the wind, her heart as light as a feather. Content in her solitary joy, the girl continued her journey, oblivious to the impending encounter that would change her life. As she strolled, the girl stumbled upon a sight that stirred her heart. A wounded snake, laying helpless and dying. The sight of the distressed creature ignited a spark of compassion within her. Her heart ached at the sight of the snake, writhing in pain, its life force ebbing away. She thought of the bird, the elephant, and the lion that she had turned away. But this time, she couldn't just walk on. Guided by a deep sense of empathy, the girl decided to take the snake home. She cradled the creature in her arms, its body cold and limp, and made a solemn vow to nurse it back to health. Her heart was filled with a sense of purpose, a commitment to save this life that had so unexpectedly crossed her path. Back at home, the girl tended to the snake with unwavering dedication. She cleaned its wounds, fed it meticulously, and provided it with a warm, safe space to recuperate. She poured her heart into the healing process, her actions a testament to her kindness and compassion. The snake, once on the brink of death, began to show signs of recovery. Its eyes, once dull and lifeless, now held a spark of vitality. The girl and the snake developed an unlikely bond. The snake seemed to recognize the girl's efforts, and in its own way, showed its gratitude. It would coil around her arm, its eyes meeting hers in a silent understanding. The girl found comfort in this connection, her heart swelling with pride and satisfaction. Yet, it was not just the snake that was transforming. The girl too was changing, her compassion deepening, her understanding of life expanding. She found joy in the simple act of caring for another being, her actions a testament to her capacity for love and kindness. With every passing day, the snake grew healthier and stronger, its sinuous dance a testament to the girl's care. She watched it with a sense of accomplishment, unaware of the impending betrayal that lay ahead. One day, as the girl watched the snake dance, a sudden shift in the air marked the beginning of an unforeseen betrayal. The girl, still half asleep on her couch, watched the snake with an affectionate gaze. It was bigger now, a magnificent creature, shiny, healthy, and strong. It danced on the floor, coiling and uncoiling itself in a mesmerizing display of movement. Then, out of nowhere, the snake turned towards her. Its eyes, once gentle and familiar, now held a chilling glint. Before she could react, the snake lunged at her, its fangs sinking deep into her flesh. The girl cried out in pain and surprise, a sudden feeling of icy dread filling her heart. This was not the creature she had nursed back to health, not the creature she had grown to love and care for. This was a predator, a merciless killer. The girl fell back onto the couch, clutching her wound. Her mind was a whirlwind of confusion, disbelief, and agonizing pain. As the venom coursed through her veins, she turned her fading eyes to the snake. "Why?" she managed to ask, her voice barely a whisper. Why did you bite me? I refused the offers of all the animals in the forest, and I took you, a wounded snake, home and nursed you back to health. I gave you the best food, treatment and love. Why would you bite me? Why? The snake, now slithering away, paused and turned to look at her. Its eyes were cold, devoid of any remorse or guilt. You knew I was a snake and you brought me home, it replied, its voice a chilling hiss. What did you expect? As she lay there, the bitter sting of betrayal coursing through her veins, the snake's reply echoed in her ears. The girl, her life slowly ebbing away, could only stare at the creature she had once considered a friend, her heart filled with a deep sense of regret and betrayal. You knew I was a snake when you brought me home. What did you expect? The snake's words hung in the air, a chilling reminder of a harsh truth. This was not a vindictive retort or a smug justification. It was a simple statement of fact, a stark revelation that echoed with the gravity of a timeless wisdom. The snake, in its raw honesty, laid bare the reality that had been conveniently ignored. It was, after all, a snake, a creature with its own instincts, its own nature, and no amount of care, love, or nurturing could alter that fundamental truth. The girl had chosen to see beyond the snake's nature, naively believing that her kindness could induce a transformation. She had placed her faith in a narrative she had concocted, a story where the snake would transcend its instincts out of gratitude. But in reality, the snake was never part of this narrative. It was merely playing its part, acting according to its nature, living its truth. The girl's expectations, however well-intentioned, were misplaced. She had tried to mold the snake into a character that fit her narrative, ignoring the glaring signs that contradicted her idealized version. It's as if she had placed a square peg in a round hole and was surprised when it didn't fit. She had turned a blind eye to the snake's inherent nature, choosing to see what she wanted to see, rather than what was truly there. The snake's response was not a betrayal, but a revelation. It was a reality check, a wake-up call to the dangers of ignoring one's instincts. The snake was not the villain in this tale. It was simply a snake, acting as a snake would. Its bite was not a spiteful act, but a natural response, a testament to its unchanging nature. As the girl drew her last breath, the snake's words resonated, a somber testament to the danger of ignoring one's instincts. Her tragic end was a poignant reminder of the perils of imposing our narratives on others, of expecting them to defy their nature to fit into our idealized versions. It served as a stark warning against the perils of ignoring the obvious, of refusing to see things as they truly are. The story of the girl and the snake, a poignant tale of trust misplaced, carries a profound lesson for us all. This tale is not just about a girl and a snake. It's a metaphor for the relationships we build, the choices we make, and the consequences we face when we fail to acknowledge the true nature of things. We learn from the girl's experience that we should never ignore the inherent nature of things or people. The snake, despite being nurtured back to health, remained a snake, acting according to its fundamental instincts. It didn't change because of the kindness bestowed upon it, just as people don't change their core self despite the circumstances or the love showered upon them. This tale also warns us about the dangers of making assumptions. We often believe that our actions can change the nature of people or situations. The girl assumed that by nursing the snake, she could alter its instinctive behavior. However, this assumption led to her downfall. It's essential to understand that our actions, no matter how noble, cannot change the inherent nature of people or situations. Moreover, the story emphasizes the importance of recognizing and respecting warning signs. The girl disregarded the warnings of the other animals and chose to bring the snake into her life. In our lives, we often ignore the red flags, the warning signs that something might not be right, that someone might not be who they appear to be. It's important to heed these warnings to avoid the potential harm they signify. Finally, this tale teaches us about personal responsibility. The snake's response to the girl's question was a stark reminder that we are often complicit in our own misfortunes. We allow certain behaviors, ignore certain signs, and make certain choices that lead to our own suffering. In the dance of life, it's crucial to remember, no one will do anything to us that we have not, at some level, allowed them to. As we reflect on the profound lessons from this tale, Let's take a moment to acknowledge where this wisdom originates. This story is an excerpt from the enlightening book, Love Under the Kola Nut Tree: What City Moms Didn't Tell You About Creating Fulfilling Relationships by Esther Lamnium. If this tale resonated with you, if you found yourself nodding along or experiencing a moment of self-realization, then I invite you to delve deeper into these insights. Esther's book is a treasure trove of wisdom, filled with more stories and ideas about building fulfilling relationships. It serves as a guide, helping us navigate the complexities of human interaction, to understand people better, to build stronger, healthier relationships, and to lead a more fulfilling life. In our next video, we'll be exploring more such stories and their hidden lessons. If you found this video helpful, if it touched you or made you think, please consider supporting us. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted every time we have a new video ready for you. This has been Reclaim Your Life Motivation. We're here to help you explore, understand, and reclaim your life. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.